أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير. ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين وأعتدنا لهم عذاب السعير. وللذين كفروا بربهم عذاب جهنم وبئس المصير. إذا ألقوا فيها سمعوا لها شهيقا وهي تفور تكاد تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم خزنتها ألم ياتكم نذير. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير. وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل ما كنا في أصحاب السعير. فاعترفوا بذنبهم فسحقا لأصحاب السعير. إن الذين يخشون ربهم بالغيب لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير. وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به إنه عليم بذات الصدور. ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير. هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور. أأمنتم من في السماء أن يخسف بكم الأرض فإذا هي تمور. أم أمنتم من في السماء أن يرسل عليكم حاصبا فستعلمون كيف نذير. ولقد كذب الذين من قبلهم فكيف كان نكير. أولم يروا إلى الطير فوقهم صافات ويقبض ما يمسكهن إلا الرحمن إنه بكل شيء بصير. أمن هذا الذي هو جند لكم ينصركم من دون الرحمن إن الكافرون إلا في غرور. أمن هذا الذي يرزقكم إن أمسك رزقه بل لجوا في عتو ونفور. أفمن يمشي مكبا على وجهه أهدى أمن يمشي سويا يمشي سويا على صراط مستقيم. قل هو الذي أنشأكم وجعل لكم السمع والأبصار والأفئدة قليلا ما تشكرون. قل هو الذي ذرأكم في الأرض وإليه تحشرون. ويقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين. قل إنما العلم عند الله وإنما أنا نذير مبين. فلما رأوه زلفة سيئت وجوه الذين كفروا وقيل هذا الذي كنتم به تدعون. قل رأيتم إن أهلكني الله ومن معي أو رحمنا فمن يجير الكافرين من عذاب أليم. قل هو الرحمن آمنا به وعليه توكلنا فستعلمون من هو في ضلال مبين. قل رأيتم إن أصبح ماؤكم غورا فمن ياتيكم بماء معين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين وأعتدنا لهم عذاب السعير وللذين كفروا بربهم عذاب جهنم وبئس المصير إذا ألقوا فيها سمعوا لها شهيقا وهي تفور تكاد تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم خزنتها ألم ياتكم نذير قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل ما كنا في أصحاب السعير فاعترفوا بذنبهم فسحقا لأصحاب السعير إن الذين يخشون ربهم بالغيب لهم مغفرة وأجر كبير وأسروا قولكم أو اجهروا به إنه عليم بذات الصدور ألا يعلم من خلق وهو اللطيف الخبير هو الذي جعل لكم الأرض ذلولا فامشوا في مناكبها وكلوا من رزقه وإليه النشور أأمنتم من في السماء أن يخسف بكم الأرض فإذا هي تمور أم أمنتم من في السماء أن يرسل عليكم حاصبا فستعلمون كيف نذير ولقد كذب الذين من قبلهم فكيف كان نكير أولم يروا إلى الطير فوقهم صافات ويقبضن ما يمسكهن إلا الرحمن إنه بكل شيء بصير أَمَّنْ هَذَا الَّذِي هُوَ جُندٌ لَكُمْ يَنصُرُكُم مِّن دُونِ الرَّحْمَٰنِ إِنِ الْكَافِرُونَ إِلَّا فِي غُرُورٍ أَمَّنْ هَذَا الَّذِي يَرْزُقُكُمْ إِنْ أَمْسَكَ رِزْقَهُ بَل لَّجُّوا فِي عُتُوٍّ وَنُفُورٍ أَفَمَن يَمْشِي مُكِبًّا عَلَى وَجْهِهِ أَهْدَىٰ أَمَّن يَمْشِي سَوِيًّا عَلَى صِرَاطٍ مُّسْتَقِيمٍ قُلْ هُوَ الَّذِي أَنشَأَكُمْ وَجَعَلَ لَكُمُ السَّمْعَ وَالْأَبْصَارَ وَالْأَفْئِدَةَ قَلِيلًا مَّا تَشْكُرُونَ قُلْ هُوَ الَّذِي ذَرَأَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَإِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ وَيَقُولُونَ مَتَىٰ هَٰذَا الْوَعْدُ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ قُلْ إِنَّمَا الْعِلْمُ عِندَ اللَّهِ وَإِنَّمَا أَنَا نَذِيرٌ مُّبِينٌ فَلَمَّا رَأَوْهُ زُلْفَةً سُيِّئَتْ وُجُوهُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَقِيلَ هَٰذَا الَّذِي كُنتُم بِهِ تَدَّعُونَ قُلْ أَرَأَيْتُمْ إِنْ أَهْلَكَنِيَ اللَّهُ وَمَن مَّعِيَ أَوْ رَحِمَنَا فَمَن يُجِيرُ الْكَافِرِينَ مِنْ عَذَابٍ أَلِيمٍ قُلْ هُوَ الرَّحْمَٰنُ آمَنَّا بِهِ وَعَلَيْهِ تَوَكَّلْنَا فَسَتَعْلَمُونَ مَنْ هُوَ في ضَلَالٍ مُّبِينٍ قُلْ أَرَأَيْتُمْ إِنْ أَصْبَحَ مَاؤُكُمْ غَوْرًا فَمَن يَأْتِيكُم بِمَاءٍ مَّعِينٍ أَعُوذُ بِاللَّهِ مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاسئا وهو حسير ولقد زينا السماء الدنيا بمصابيح وجعلناها رجوما للشياطين وأعتدنا لهم عذاب السعير وللذين كفروا بربهم عذاب جهنم وبئس المصير إذا ألقوا فيها سمعوا لها شهيقا وهي تفور تكاد تميز من الغيظ كلما ألقي فيها فوج سألهم خزنتها ألم ياتكم نذير قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير وقالوا لو كنا نسمع أو نعقل ما كنا في أصحاب السعير فاعترفوا بذنبهم فسحقا لأصحاب السعير إن الذين يخشون
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I hope that all of you are doing well. Congratulations to all of you on the arrival of the blessed month of Dhul Qa'dah and upon the birth anniversary of Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah. It took place on the 1st of Dhul Qa'dah, but today or tonight, this evening, alhamdulillah, we have the tawfiq to be able to celebrate that. So congratulations to all of you. Tonight, inshallah, our program is going to be like we've had in the previous Thursday Night Live. So we're going to start out with Qur'an Study, and then we're going to have our dua recitation. And then following the recitation, we're going to be, inshallah, doing the Slido quiz. So at any time, you can go ahead and sign into slido.com, hashtag Ilham. So then you can, inshallah, participate when we do start that. And after that, we have a lot of really interesting and inspirational submissions that, inshallah, we're going to be sharing with you all. And then, inshallah, we'll see if we have some time for some interactive discussion. Alhamdulillah for the opportunity to be able to come together. I know that persevering through the trials that we're facing, especially after so many months, it can be very difficult. And sometimes it's just, people just want to just say, okay, just give up, I'm just going to put my head down and bury it in the sand, and I'll hibernate until everything ends. But it takes a true person who's committed to say that, okay, well, this is something which I'm going to use to be able to go closer to Allah. This is part of the path that He has laid out for me. This is part of the test that I have to face, and I'm going to, inshallah, face it with active patience. And participating in these types of programs, remembering Allah, asking for the removal of bala, using the opportunity to identify the flaws in our iman is something that we can do in order to be able to face the bala in a correct manner. So let's go ahead and begin our Qur'an study. Okay, so just to review, over the last few weeks, we've been talking about the story of a people who were struggling for justice. They sent their elite to their prophet, and these elite were, desperate because for whatever reason they couldn't come together and defeat the enemy, who was Goliath, and the gigantic Goliath and his army. And so they came to their prophet. This was after the time of Nabi Musa, and they said that we would like to regain our homelands. We would like to be back with our children. We don't like being separated from them. And this was their goal. They didn't have anything higher in mind. It wasn't the case that they were necessarily striving for the sake of God, for the sake of justice, for the sake of justice. But the Prophet didn't reject them, but instead he wanted to guide them, to improve their intention, to help them aim for a higher purpose. And he asked them that, will you be firm and act according to the leader's command to fight if you're asked to fight? Because he knew their nature. He also knew the past history of these people. Then, what we talked about last week was that when the Prophet tells them that Allah appointed Talut, it wasn't the job of the Prophet for himself to choose. Leadership is something which is divinely appointed. When the Prophet tells them that Allah appoints Talut as your leader, they protested. Why? Because they felt that they were the ones who were ahaq. They were the ones who were privileged. They were the ones who were more deserving. Their criteria for a leader was that it should come from amongst themselves, from amongst their families, and it should be somebody who's very wealthy. And Talut was not wealthy, and he wasn't from amongst their crowd. So the Prophet ﷺ responds by telling them of Talut's true merits. This is one of those verses in the Quran which tells us that what should you be really looking for in a leader? Somebody who is chosen by Allah, somebody who is enhanced by Allah in knowledge and in physique, because these are the things you need in order to be a powerful leader against that sort of an enemy. And Allah is wasi'un. Allah is wasi'. He can provide even if Talut is not dhu sa'a, but Allah is wasi'. That's what we talked about last week. Now let's go ahead and look at the verse for this week. While we are hearing the recitation of it, inshallah you can pay attention to the translation. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
وقال لهم نبيهم إن آية ملكه أن يأتيكم التابوت فيه سكينة من ربكم وبقية مما ترك آل موسى وآل هارون تحمله الملائكة إن في ذلك لآية لكم إن كنتم مؤمنين.
صدق الله العلي العظيم. Their prophet said to them, indeed, the sign of his leadership and his kingship shall be that the ark will come to you, bearing tranquility from your Lord and the relics left behind by the house of Moses and the house of Aaron, Aaron being Harun, born by the angels, being carried by the angels. So the angels are going to be carrying the ark, and when the ark comes to you, it's going to have like this blessing of tranquility, and also there'll be these special like relics. Relics are like these things which are memorable and valuable and precious from the time of Nabi Musa and the time of Harun. There is indeed a sign in that for you, should you be faithful. So let's go ahead and look at this verse in a little bit more detail. So first of all, some key terms and analysis. What is the ark? The word that's used for it in the verse is tabut. Okay, now the tabut, it's something which is a known thing. Like when the Prophet tells them about it, it's not like he has to tell them, oh, the tabut is this. No, they know what the tabut is. It's famous amongst them. And in the so that a tabut, and what's meant by an ark is something which is shaped like this. Okay, and the word ark is used for a boat because you know that when you have a boat, it doesn't. In order for it to float, it's kind of shaped like in an arc sort of way. Now, the other word that I wanted to introduce here and talk about is a very important word in the Quran. It's the word sakina, and sakina means like peace and tranquility. But you know how in Arabic words have a very precise meaning, and it's important for us to understand what kind of tranquility is this. So What we can say is, based on what the Mufassirin and the commentators of the Quran say, is that Sakina is a type of inner peace. It's something that not only is it that somebody who has it, they show it on the outside, but they actually feel it on the inside. But where do they feel it? Well, in two places. One of them is in their mind, and the second one is in their heart. Okay, now what does that mean to feel peace of mind? It can mean different things, but in this context, it means this. When somebody is confused about what to do, you're like, should I do A, B, C, D? I don't know, this, that. And then suddenly, like, you get that type of like certainty and that type of like confidence and peace within that, for example, A is the right thing for me to do. That's a type of sakina. The second type of sakina is in action. When somebody in their heart, they're feeling very, very like stressed and very like worried about something. So then what happens is that suddenly they might just feel a type of charge and, you know, a type of spirit within. And suddenly all that worry, it just goes away. That's a type of sakina. Now in the Quran, the word sakina is used as one of those key blessings that helps people who are struggling to achieve victory. In different, for example, one of the times that Allah talks about this in the Quran is when the Muslims were outnumbered in battle, and they didn't have as many weapons, and they were ill-equipped. And anybody who would have predicted who should win, they would have definitely given odds to the kuffar. But somehow the Muslims were able to overcome them and resist, and they were successful in their struggle for spreading truth and justice. Well, how does that happen? It happens because of a gift that was given to them in their hearts, which is sakina. Now, sakina is different than sukoon. Sukoon sometimes means the same thing, but other times, it often means like sukoon is somebody who is just stuck. You know, they're just staying in one place and they're not active. In times of stress and difficulty, we're not asked to just, kind of shut down and not do anything. No, we want to, have confidence and trust in God and that peace within, knowing that we're not alone. We don't have to face everything ourselves. We have someone we can depend on other than ourselves. That's what, when somebody acknowledges that and they feel that presence of someone they can depend on other than themselves, that's when they feel sakina. That type of feeling, though, is then going to give them strength to do what's right, to go about, taking care of the issues and one after the other, and trusting and knowing that God is with them. Not that they just become paralyzed and they don't do anything and they're just like, I'm just going to sit here until the storm passes. No, we have to be part of making that storm pass. Now in hadith, there's a very beautiful way of expressing sakina. I don't know if you've heard this before. It's something which is very profound. In the different traditions of the imams, they say that it's referred to as the wind from paradise that speaks and has the appearance of a human being. Isn't that a beautiful analogy for like a type of spiritual gift? Sometimes, it's hard for us to understand, but when we turn to the words of the imams, they explain it for us. Now, is it the case that there's like a physical wind, and the wind like takes the form of like this, let's say, beautiful human being who comes to us, and then it comes to somebody who has the gift of sakina and speaks to them? It seems, according to the words of the expert scholars like Allama Tabatabai rahmatullahi alayhi, that this is an analogy to help us understand that it's as if somebody is gifted with like this type of special type of breeze that sort of cools them down and gives them that tranquility and that freshness and that peace. And it's as if it talks to them and tells them that this is right and don't worry anymore. You have someone you can rely upon who is much, much, far, far incomparable to depending on yourself. That's what sakina is about. Okay, now that we know that, let's look at just a few questions, and inshallah we're going to take a few lessons. Well, what was the ark? According to hadith, it was a special relic of the Bani Israel. According to traditions, it was the same casket that the mother of Nabi Musa alayhi salam had placed him in to be taken away by the river. So that same casket, somehow it was preserved, and throughout history it was one of those things that when Bani Israel had that, they were successful. When they didn't have it, they were weak, they were under a lot of stress, they were scattered, they were disunited. It was a source of bringing them together. And according to some hadith, whenever they were respectful towards it, it would be there with them. But whenever they disrespected it and they just left it to be, sometimes, for example, they would just leave it on the street and kids would just come and play with it and maybe even ruin it, that's when it was taken away from them. So that's one thing. Now, what is the significance of the Prophet saying that the tranquility is from your Lord? He could have just said that, okay, well, there's this tabut that comes, and whenever it's there with you, you feel this sakina. Well, the Mufassirin say that it's important to realize that the boat, that casket, is just a means. It itself doesn't have, intrinsic value, as it's called, meaning that it's a way for Allah to deliver this blessing to you. It's not the only way, though. In the Quran, Allah tells the Prophet ﷺ that inna salataka sakanun lahum, that, O Prophet, when you make dua for the believers, then that is a source of sakan or sakina for the believers. Meaning the dua of the Prophet, that's the result of it. So this sakina, it's not something coming independently from this tabut, so that we should be thinking, oh, where's my tabut? No, we don't need a tabut. Right? What we need to do is to use these teachings and to realize that these things come from Allah, and that we can be successful in our efforts and our struggles without this type of help, fundamentally. Now, in the phrase, surely there is a sign in it if you are faithful, who's talking to whom? Well, one of the obvious things that probably all of us thought about was that the Prophet was talking to his people. Right? He was telling them that, okay, this is a miracle. You are, you're not willing to believe me on my word? Well, I'll show you a miracle, which will prove to you that Talut is the leader that Allah is appointing for you. But it could also be that as part of telling a story, then Allah is telling us that there's a sign in this. Like, think about this. These things happen in the past, but it's for you to think about. There's a sign in it if you are faithful. Meaning that you also have your miracles. You also have your responsibilities. You can also be like the elite of the Bani Israel and take their path, or you can take the path of the true believers. So when it comes to reflection, what does this verse tell us about the nature of human beings when they are tested? This is something for us to think about. Like, these people are being tested, but yet they have so many demands. Yet they remain so stubborn in the face of Allah wanting to help them. When their prophet, they go to him for help, he says that, okay, well, I'm going to help you. This is the man who Allah has chosen to lead you to success. They aren't willing to accept it, to the point where he has to show them a miracle and prove to them. And shows us that human beings sometimes are very, very ungrateful. Now, what does this verse tell us about what is needed in order to achieve true victory? Ultimately, long-term victory, it has to involve iman, it has to involve faith. Otherwise, the gains will be short-term. And finally, the Bani Israel were challenged to act on what they believed in. How are we challenged to act on what we believe in? It's as if the Prophet was telling them, look, after all this, are you still going to reject? Are you still going to fail when you are tested on the way to victory? Victory doesn't come about just like that. It comes about through hard trials and tests. What are you going to do? So alhamdulillah, with that, we got a chance to look at one of the verses of the Qur'an. The next part of our program, inshallah, is going to be the recitation of the second third of Dua Kumel. And inshallah, actually, before that, first I wanted to mention a few words about Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah, because it is the occasion that we're celebrating. So Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah is somebody who, she was the sister of Imam al-Rida alayhi salam, and her name was Fatima, but because of who she was, she earned the title of al-Masuma. She, unlike the 14 Ma'asumin, she was not gifted with isma at birth, meaning that it's something that is inherent to her, but because of who she was and her status and her purity, she earned isma and she became famous for her isma. One of the stories we have of her is from when she was a child. One time there was a group of people who came from a far away place to visit her father, Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam. And Imam Musa alayhi salam wasn't in town at that time. He had traveled away from, apparently it was Medina. He had traveled away from Medina. So when they came, she happened to be the one who was at the door. So she asked them, what is your need? What are you here for? They said that, well, we have some questions for the Imam. She says, why don't you write them down? And inshallah, you can come back some other time and you can get the answers. Maybe they were going to be there for some time. So they wrote down the answers. And when Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam, the father of Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah, when he comes home, he asks, what happened, when I was gone. He talks to the mother of Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah. And he finds out that this incident took place, and he finds out that Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah had actually taken it upon herself to answer those questions. So when the Imam reads the answers that Fatima, his daughter, has given to these men, the phrase that he utters is something which is very profound. He says that, Bi abi hiya wa ummi. May my father and my mother be sacrificed for her. Now, who is the father of Imam Musa al-Kadhim alayhi salam? Who is his mother? And we're talking about an Imam, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, and the wife of an Imam, the mother of an Imam. But he's saying that for the sake of my daughter, may they be sacrificed. And then he says that whatever ruling she has given on these is exactly what the rule of Allah is. This is something which gives us a hint as to the status of Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah. Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah is somebody who, she was not an Imam, but we have in history that one of the Imams, meaning her own brother, has written a ziyarat-name, meaning what's to be recited in ziyarah. It's been written by an Imam. And in that ziyarah of Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah, Imam Rida alayhi salam says, Ya Fatimatu ishfa'idi fil jannah fa inna laki 'inda Allahi sha'nun min ash-sha'n. O Fatima, do shafa'ah for me in Jannah, because you have an incredible, undescribable position with Allah. For an Imam who is ma'asum to speak to his sister who is younger than him, who is not somebody who is among the 14 ma'asumin, is something which gives us a hint as to what her status is. Maybe that's why it's been said that Ayatollah Bahjat once said that if the emperor of China knew what type of merit and what type of excellence there is in the shrine of Hadhrat Masumah sallallahu alaiha, he would leave aside everything that he's doing and he would find a way to move to Qum. And even if he had to do the most simplest and hardest and menial of jobs, like selling vegetables at the street corner, that would be something that would be more precious and more valuable to him than everything that he's doing right now. It's something which is quite profound, and someone like him would know that. I remember one of the great ulama, once he was saying that he went to the haram and he saw of Sayyidah Masumah, and he saw that somebody had the Qur'an in their hands, and they were right near the dhari of Sayyidah Fatima Masumah, and they were paging through the Qur'an. And he went to him and he said that, why are you going through the Qur'an like this? Like almost as if you're flipping through like a photo album, just going through page by page. He says that I'm doing this because every time that I come to Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah, she gives me a special insight into the Qur'an, and I'm looking for which ayah she's going to give me insight onto today. Right? These are just some of the things, and if you just look and see the miracle that has occurred with the presence of Sayyidah Fatima there in Qum, how it's become a source of knowledge, and how her presence and her being buried there was something that attracted the greatest of ulama to move there and establish a center of learning, which is so profound and which so many people benefit from today. It's something which is really, really inspiring. So on this evening, we want to turn to Allah Ta'ala. It's Thursday night, and we want to do so by the wasila of Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah. In hadith we're told, Man zaraha arifan bihaqqiha wajaba lahu al-jannah. Whoever visits her knowing her haqq, paradise is wajib for that person. So we hope that whatever situation we're in, from very far away, we hope that inshallah will be considered among the Zuwar of Sayyidah Fatima and the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, and that we too inshallah will deserve Jannah. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alihi at-tahirin. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. يا رب ارحم ضعفاء بدني ورقة جلدي ودقة عظمي، يا من بدأ خلقي وذكري وتربيتي وبري وتغذيتي. هبني لابتداء كرمك وسالف برك بي، يا إلهي وسيدي وربي. أتراك معذبي بنارك بعد توحيدك، وبعد من طوى عليه قلبي من معرفتك، ولهج به لساني من ذكرك، واعتقده ضميري من حبك. وبعد صدق اعترافي ودعائي خاضعا لربوبيتك، هيهات أنت أكرم من أن تضيع من ربيته، أو تبعد من أدنيته، أو تشرد من آويته، أو تسلم إلى البلاء من كفيته ورحمته. وليت شعري يا سيدي وإلهي ومولاي أتسلط النار على وجوه خرت لعظمتك ساجدة، وعلى ألسن نطقت بتوحيدك صادقة، وبشكرك مادحة، وعلى قلوب اعترفت بإلهيتك محققة، وعلى ضمائر حوت من العلم بك حتى صارت خاشعة، وعلى جوارح سعت إلى أوطان تعبدك طائعة، وأشارت باستغفارك مذعنة. ما هكذا الظن بك، ولا أخبرنا بفضلك عنك يا كريم يا رب. وأنت تعلم ضعفي عن قليل من بلاء الدنيا وعقوباتها، وما يجري فيها من المكاره على أهلها، على أن ذلك بلاء ومكروه
قليل المكث يسير بقاؤه قصير مدته فكيف احتمالي لبلاء الآخرة وجليل وقوع المكاره فيها وهو بلاء تطول مدته ويدوم مقامه ولا يخفف عن أهله لأنه لا يكون إلا عن غضبك وانتقامك وسخطك وهذا ما لا تقوم له السماوات والأرض يا سيدي فكيف لي وأنا عبدك الضعيف الذليل الحقير المسكين المستكين. Oh Allah, it's Thursday night. On this night I tell you that you know better my weaknesses. I might imagine sometimes that I'm independent of you. But you know me, how impatient I become, how anxious I am when you remove your blessings from me, even in the slightest manner. O Allah, O my Rabb, what would happen in the hereafter if you were to punish me at a time where the punishments would not be short, they would be long or even everlasting? What would I be sad about at that time? Would I feel pain of separation from those things of the dunya that I used to love and prefer over you? Or am I amongst those who, like the Ahlul Bayt, have no greater love than you? Ya Ilahi wa Rabbi wa Sayyidi wa Mawlai, لأي الأمور إليك أشكو ولما منها ضج وأبكي لأليم العذاب وشدته أم لطول البلاء ومدته فلئن صيرتني للعقوبات مع أعدائك وجمعت بيني وبين أهل بلائك وفرقت بيني وبين أحبائك وأوليائك. Yes, indeed, one of the punishments can be on that day for me to know the Ahlul Bayt are there, for me to glimpse some of their light from a far distance, but not to be able to get into their proximity. فهبني يا إلهي وسيدي ومولاي وربي صبرت على عذابك فكيف أصبر على فراقك وهبني صبرت على حر نارك فكيف أصبر عن النظر إلى كرامتك أم كيف أسكن في النار ورجائي عفوك فبعزتك يا سيدي ومولاي أقسم صادقا لئن تركتني ناطقا لأضجن إليك بين أهلها ضجيج الآملين ولا أصرخن إليك صراخ المستصرخين ولا أبكين عليك بكاء الفاقدين ولا أنادينك. If I'm saying that I would say this if I were to be separated from Allah in the hereafter, then let me show that on this evening by saying it out loud and telling Allah with a sincere heart. أين كنت يا ولي المؤمنين يا غاية آمال العارفين يا غياث المستغيثين يا حبيب قلوب الصادقين ويا إله العالمين أفتراك سبحانك يا إلهي وبحمدك تسمع فيها صوت عبد مسلم سجن فيها بمخالفته وذاق طعم عذابها بمعصيته وحبس بين أطباقها بجرمه وجريرته وهو يضج إليك ضجيج مؤمل لرحمتك ويناديك بلسان أهل توحيدك ويتوسل إليك بربوبيتك. يا مولاي فكيف يبقى في العذاب وهو يرجو ما سلف من حلمك؟ أم كيف تؤلمه النار وهو يأمل فضلك ورحمتك؟ أم كيف يحرقه لهيبها وأنت تسمع صوته وترى مكانه؟ أم كيف يشتمل عليه زفيرها وأنت تعلم ضعفه؟ أم كيف يتقلقل بين أطباقها وأنت تعلم صدقه؟ أم كيف تزجره زبانيتها وهو يناديك يا رباه؟ أم كيف يرجو فضلك في عتقه منها فتتركه فيها؟ هيهات ما ذلك الظن بك ولا المعروف من فضلك ولا مشبه لما عاملت بي الموحدين من برك وإحسانك. فباليقين يقطع لولا ما حكمت به من تعذيب جاحديك وقضيت به من إخلاد معانديك لجعلت النار كلها بردا وسلاما وما كان لأحد فيها مقرا ولا مقاما، لكنك تقدست أسماؤك أقسمت أن تملأها من الكافرين من الجنة والناس أجمعين، وأن تخلد فيها المعاندين، وأن تجل ثناؤك قلت مبتدئا وتطولت بالإنعام متكرما، أفمن كان مؤمنا كمن كان فاسقا لا يستوون. وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطاهرين.
It's Thursday night tonight as we're celebrating the birthday of Sayyidah Fatima Masumah. Let us remember the importance of doing tawassul to the Aimma alayhim as-salam, tawassul to the Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. There's a story that's told of Sayyidah Fatima that once there was this great scholar by the name of Sayyid Nuri, and he was a scholar, he was resident in the city of Qum. One time he was walking, and he happened to be walking across the railroad tracks when he was hit by a train, and he was severely injured. His legs, stopped working, and he was taken to the hospital. And the situation became so terrible that even the nurses were hesitant to go into his room because it was such an awful scene of what had happened to him and his legs. And he was very much in a state of distress. He wanted to serve Allah. He wanted to serve the Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam. One day, from his window, he can see the haram of Sayyidah Fatima Masumah. And he cries out to her, he says, "Oh Fatima Masumah, throughout my time in this city, I have been your guest. By the sake of your grandmother, Sayyidah Fatima az-Zahra, do something for me. Do shafa'ah for me." That night he sees a dream in which he sees two ladies who are observing hijab in the best of manners, who approach him. And one of them speaks. She says that I am Fatima Masumah and this is my mother Fatima az-Zahra. And because of what you said and how you did our shafa'ah, we have come to you. When he wakes up from his sleep that night, he sees that he is completely cured. And with that, everyone is amazed, and this is something which is documented. We are I can speak for myself at least, that I'm very much in need, very ill on a spiritual level, very much in need. And so we seek the shafa'ah of the Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam tonight. Let us send our salam to Imam Hussein alayhi salam and to the Imam of our time. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdillah وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. السلام عليك يا حجة الله في أرضه. اللهم إنا نسألك وندعوك باسمك العظيم الأعظم الأعز الأجل الأكرم. يا الله 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 يا رحمن يا رحيم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. Allah, we ask you to accept this dua and program from us. We ask you to forgive us for our sins and to grant us your mercy and your blessings. We ask you to grant us the tawfiq to serve you in the best way possible. We ask you to remove the bala that the mu'mineen are facing. We ask you to cure all those who are sick, especially one person who is very dear to us, who is very ill. May Allah Ta'ala grant them shifa. And all those who have asked for dua on this evening, we ask you, Ya Allah, to help those who are oppressed and to grant them victory over the oppressors. We ask you to help those in Yemen and occupied Palestine and in Syria and Iraq and in Kashmir and other places in the world. We ask you, Ya Allah, to hasten the reappearance of the Imam of our time and to protect and preserve all those who are serving the cause of truth and Islam and justice, especially the Maraji and especially the Islamic leadership. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alihi at-tahirin. Let's now move to the Slido presentation. If I can ask you guys to join in on slido.com, hashtag Ilham. We're going to be starting in just a moment. So go ahead and please sign up and for our quiz here. Okay, so I don't know where the rest of you are this evening, but inshallah you guys will join in. So the first question, like always, has to do with a verse of the Qur'an. Please do listen carefully, and then inshallah we will start the quiz. So go ahead, we can listen to that. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
فاستقم كما أمرت ومن تاب معك ولا تطغوا إنه بما تعملون بصير.
Okay, so now that you heard that, let's go ahead and start the quiz. Okay, so question number 1. Which of the following is true according to hadith about the ayah you just heard? I'm giving you a hint here too. فَاسْتَقِمْ كَمَا أُمِرْتَ means persevere as you have been commanded. And وَمَنْ تَابَ مَعَكَ means and those who repent along with you. So which one of these is correct? Okay, so most of you selected the first option, that the Prophet fainted out of fear of Allah. This is not the verse which is mentioned about that. Actually, it's mentioned that شَيَّبَتْنِي سُورَةُ هُودْ بِمَكَانِ هَذِهِ الْآيَةِ, that because of this ayah, Surah Hud, in which this ayah is contained, has made my hair gray. Meaning that for the Prophet, it was something which was very a weighty command of Allah to be told that you should persevere, meaning that you should find the straight path and you should go along it without wavering. Not just you, but also those who are with you. Meaning the Prophet's job is to help those who are with him. Okay, the next question is the following. Sakina, the Sakina in the Quran, not the one that we know. Sakina is Allah's gift that is of two types. It should be is of two types. Okay, and so, alright, you guys are paying attention. Yes, 95% of you said that it is in thought and in action. That's exactly correct. Okay, question number 3. In Arabic, the word haqq is related to a door. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, how is it related to a door? Because of what? This is from last week. Okay, and okay, look at, there's no doubt that Imam Ali alayhi salam is always with the truth and the truth is with him, and they're not separable. and there's no doubt that he's the door of knowledge. But that's not the reason why that word was chosen in the Arabic language, but rather because, as we talked about last week, a door that fits properly on its pivot is referred to as being put on its haq, when it swings just in the right way without like scraping on the ground or coming out of its joint. Okay, next question. In the Quran, the elite are called the mala because of which of the following? This is from like, I think 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago probably. Okay, so this one looks like my trick answers kind of trick some of you out. The correct answer is that they... Oh, wait. Okay, I gotta fix that here. Okay, that's not the correct answer. The correct answer is this one. Okay, yes, they fill the hearts and minds of people, of other people. Okay, you can tell today that was a bit rushed. Okay, so they fill the hearts and minds of other people. Excellent. So after 4 questions, we're about halfway done through our Slido quiz for this evening. We have our leaderboard, and we have Brother Mason is back in the running. Okay, and not only him, but we have Sayyida and Batul, and they're all at 4 out of 4. And then we have Brother Faisal and Zoha and Mujtaba and Ana and Razia and Hamza and many others who are 3 out of 4. Great job. Okay, well, we're not done yet though. We still have 3 left. Okay, next question is our ahkam question. For a non-sayyid to give charity to a sayyid, which in the following? Okay, it looks like this was a difficult question, and I kind of put the answers in a way that, people would get kind of fooled on purpose. So the correct answer here is that it actually is allowed in some circumstances. This is one of the common misconceptions. When we're talking about wajib charity like zakatul fitra or the other zakat, no. But when we're talking about like mustahab charity, then the general answer is yes. But there are some conditions. For example, Ayatollah Sistani says that it's ihtiyat wajib to avoid giving small amounts. So let's say you're just a few coins for non-sayyid to give that to a sayyid. That wouldn't be correct. But let's say it's something substantial. No problem if it's mustahab, but not the wajib charities. Okay. Now, we have 2 more about current events. Okay. So the first question is this. This leader of a European country created a colony in Africa called Congo Free State. He made human zoos of Africans and forced them into labor. What kind of monster was he? He may have been the cause of the death of 10 million or more. Some say 15 million. He died in 1909. Okay, the correct answer is... Oh, it looks like this one was a tough one, guys. So it's Leopold II. Okay, by the way, wait, why did I put Intel on Google? Oops. Okay, so Winston Churchill, Cecil Rhodes, and Leopold, all of them are in the news these days because of their statues, because they were like profound racists and profound tyrants. Okay, they were pharaohs of their time in different ways. And people now, given the current sentiment, they are now in the process of pulling down their statues. And he's somebody who is they don't talk about him that much in history, but he was from Belgium, and he did terrible things. Just a few of them are mentioned here. Our last question for this evening is: this country is the most needy place on earth, has a collapsed medical system, and very sadly, about 25% of confirmed cases of its COVID victims have died. Okay, those are the ones that actually get diagnosed. God knows how many weren't even diagnosed. Okay, so this one Alhamdulillah, most of you guys got right, and the answer is Yemen. So after 7 questions, we're now done with our Slido quiz for today. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. So congratulate Maysam. Maysam stays at the top with 6 out of 7. Then we have Brother Mujtaba, and we have Hamza. Then we have Sayyida and Zoha and Ana and Elia and Faisal and Batul and H and Maryam and Sakina and Fatima, all at 5 out of 7. So great job, everyone. It's not, after all, the points that really matter, is it? Okay, alhamdulillah, for the opportunity to learn. And inshallah, we can all grow closer to the Qur'an and to the teachings of the Ahlul Bayt and become more aware of our responsibilities as a result. So now we have the next thing I want to show you is some of the exciting and very interesting submissions that we were given this week. So thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Apparently, I was just informed that some submissions came in like at the end. They got put in? You have them? Okay. So I'm told that somehow they also made it into our presentation. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the ones I know about, and then inshallah we're going to show the ones that just came in. Okay, so let's see. We have Brother Siraj. Actually, we have Siraj Jafri, who is thinking about, he said, what, grade 5, I think? Okay, let's see. So look at this, mashallah, what an excellent sketch there. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. A lot of meaning, a lot of depth. I'm not one to comment on art, but it looks pretty good to me. MashaAllah, thank you, Siraj. And then we have, that's Siraj from Brampton. Then we have Hashir from Brampton. And he did this. And in his comment, he said, it is made of acrylic paint and it shows the Imam's caravan. May you, I guess the Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and maybe he means the Imam of our time. I'm not sure, but inshallah, may you, Hashir, be part of the Imam of our time's caravan. But thank you so much for the profound painting, and many nice memories and thoughts come to mind when we see that. Okay, next thing I want to show you is from Sakina Hasnain. She has a poem. She has a drawing, and she says, Wiladah of Bibi Masumah Mubarak. Thank you very much, Sakina, for your drawing right there. Wiladah Mubarak to you and your family as well. And then we have a submission from Zakir Ali. Okay, Zakir Ali says, Sayyidah Fatima is the best, like her. I like her because she is caring and generous, and he's 5 years old. And then it's about Sayyidah Fatima Zahra. And then we have one from his sister, Fatima Zahra, also from Caledon, I think Caledon or Brampton. Sayyidah Fatima is the lady of light. Her face is so bright. She smells like a beautiful flower. On us her blessings shower. She is the queen of Jannah, and we all should follow her sunnah. She is like a mother to our father. That is her very special honor. I pray to Allah, like Bibi Zahra, I could be kind, generous, truthful, and have modesty. I wish to be in Jannah to see Lady Fatima and be beside her to serve Allah. And I'm also very lucky that my parents named me Fatima Zahra. Indeed you are. Thank you so much, Fatima Zahra. When I read her poem earlier today, it actually brought tears to my eyes because it reminded me of the story of the father of Ayatul Marashi Najafi, who was a very pious man, a very pious scholar. He wanted to go to the grave of Sayyidah Fatima Zahra alayhi salam to do ziyarah. And he did a special amal to be able to find out where that grave is located, because we don't know. And in his dream, he was told that that's not knowledge that is meant for you to have, but if you want to do ziyarah of Sayyidah Fatima Zahra, then go and seek out the grave of Sayyidah Fatima al-Masumah, and that will be the same as doing ziyarah of Sayyidah Fatima Zahra alayhi salam. And so when I read this, I was like, subhanAllah, what a beautiful thing to talk about for this occasion. Thank you so much, Zakir Ali and Fatima Zahra. Next one is from Brother Ali, Sayyid Ali Dibaj Jafri. So once again, he took time out to sketch a portrait, just like he has the last 2 weeks. Can you guys guess who this is? If you can put it into the chat window. Okay. You can put in the chat window. I'm sure you guys know. A hint was given not too long ago. Are you guys there? It's very quiet today. Okay, and Misam breaks the silence, and that is exactly correct. It's Ayatollah Marashi Najafi, and we also have others who are saying the same thing. Thank you so much. That is exactly right, and what a very, very, very good portrait. Thank you very much for the badge. Okay, next we have what do we have? Okay, we have a submission from Zainab Fatima. Who? From Batul Raza. Batul Raza has given us this. She has given us a graphic. Manzar al-Masuma. This is the words of Imam Rada in Islam. Biqum kamanzarani. Whoever visits Masuma and Qum, it is like he has visited me. That is from Batul Raza, age 12 from Aurora. Thank you for reminding us of that beautiful phrase of Imam Rada and for your submission, Batul. And the next one is from Maryam Hashim Raza, and she has given us another hadith, and she's also from Aurora. Imam Al-Jawad, Manzara Ammati biqum falahul Jannah. Whoever visits my aunt, Lady Fatima Masumah in Qum, he will enter Jannah. May Allah give you and your family and all the mu'mineen the opportunity to do so. Thank you so much, Maryam. And the next one is from okay, it's from Hamza Hasnain. Okay, and he has written a heart, Masumah Qum, daughter of Musa, Karimatu Ahlul Bayt, Ukhtur Rida. Some of the titles of Sayyidah Fatima Masumah. Thank you very much, Hamza, for that submission. And then finally, I think, yeah, our last one is from it's from Sayyidah Zainab Fatima, and 10 days of Karama, and has the picture of the shrines. Ya Karima, I love you, my Bibi Basma. Imam Rada, call us to your ziyarah. Thank you very much for that very nice submission, Zainab Fatima. Okay, so Jazakumullah khairan, all of you, for your submissions. I know that some of you also had submitted some like a video, kind of a manqabat type of thing, but inshallah next week we can try to play that with some subtitles, if you can add that for us. Okay, before we go on, there's just a small video that Ilham Magazine team had requested to be played as part of the live stream. So inshallah we're going to take a look at that video, and then we'll come back to our interactive portion. Okay. So now let's go to our interactive portion here. If you guys can go to Slido. This is our last portion, inshallah, for this evening. Let me open it up here. Okay, so if you go to the ideas section on Slido. Oh, I didn't realize you guys were answering here about Ayatollah Marashi. Okay. Yeah, you can always submit artwork to Ilham magazine. Okay, so, and sometimes, so the questions that you guys ask, inshallah, I'll try to get to it sometime. Okay, the question I have for you guys this evening is this, that now, I don't know about you, but for me, like whenever I think of Sayyidah Fatima Masumah, I think about doing ziyarah at her haram, because it's something which I had the honor and the privilege of being able to live near the haram for a number of years, and many fond and very precious memories of doing that. So my question for you guys tonight is that, do you have any fond memories of doing ziyarah of her, of Imam Rida alayhi salam, of the A'imma of Baqi, of Rasulullah, of the A'imma in Kadameen, or in Samarra, or in Karbala? Do you have any fond memories that you want to share of ziyarah that all of us can benefit from? That is the question for tonight, inshallah. Looking forward to being inspired from all of you, like we are every Thursday night, alhamdulillah. Okay, so Ali Hamdani says the smell of the rosa, definitely. They have a special type of like essence that they put, and maybe it differs from the different roda to roda, but definitely it's something which is memorable. Thank you. Anybody else? So Fajr time at Sayyidah Masumah's haram, yes, definitely. Imagine that you get to pray behind an Ayatollah Udma, at Fajr time. It's incredible. Okay, and Fajr time, yes. The great feeling when you enter the roza, definitely. The way that the Iranians do the matam, the sinazani. Okay. By the way, if you guys agree with the comment that Iman said about please give more time to answer the questions, then please do press upvote that, so I know that that's the case. I thought I'd give too much time, but if you guys tell me that if it's too little time, then go ahead and upvote that. Okay, let's see. So other people are saying that I remember going to Medina, Hashir says, staying there for a good 9 days, visiting the Prophet and the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam every day. I'm still stoked to imagine that I was there. Inshallah, you can go again. Fatima says, was on my way to her haram and went to a fruit seller to get some snacks. When I told him I was going to the haram, he gave me so many fruits for free. That's incredible. Sakina, when I visited the shrine of Bibi Masumah, I always got candy at her shrine. She has a special way of showing love to people who visit her like me. MashaAllah, Sakina. Hamza, my sister and I visited Bibi Masumah's shrine, and my sister was very lucky because she got so much candy. What did you get, Hamza? Okay, and Zainab Fatima, beautiful memories of walking to the shrine of Imam Hussein and Hazrat Abbas without shoes, feeling like the servants of the Ahlul Bayt. Inshallah, you are a servant of the Ahlul Bayt and you always will be. Sakina, my younger sisters and my parents walking from Najaf to Karbala. Yeah, that was just last year that we were there. I tried to go to Samara, I was turned back and I could see the haram from a distance and it was heartbreaking. Wondered, made the eventual visit even more special, definitely. Reading Dua Communal outside Baqi with Iranians during Hajj of 2011. Wow. Sometimes it's nice to just sit there or stroll around at a non-peak time. It is a pleasure to just be near the Mahasumin and their guests. Most definitely. Going to the Haram of Imam Rida, I felt so safe there. Okay, and kissing the Rosa. Because of her presence, Qum is such a peaceful, spiritual place to be in, definitely. And the Islamic architecture. Okay. Najaf being there, just being there, so tranquil. As a woman, she reminds me of the potential we have as ladies. Thank you for that. Any dua I have made has always come true. Okay. Alright. So, thank you very much for your comments. I'm just going to check one more time, and then inshallah we're going to end for this evening. I think those are the ones. Okay, excellent. So thank you so much for participating on this evening, and I just wanted to say that inshallah our hope is to continue the program next week, but it will probably be in like a summarized form, meaning we probably won't be able to do as many things like as all the different pieces that we normally have as a program, just because of some upcoming extended travel that's coming up for us. But inshallah we're going to still try to have a program, even if it's just a matter of a few words about Imam Rida alayhi salam and the dua recitation. But please do give your submissions for Imam Rida alayhi salam, for Fatima Masumah, for the verses we've been covering, whatever it is, inshallah we'll benefit from that. And there's just a slight chance we won't be able to do the program, but just inshallah the plan is to do it, and with the help of Allah, inshallah we hope that we will be able to do it for next week. Until then, please remember us in your dua. Take care. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa alihi at-tahirin.